Greetings, it's Eric Bakker, the Naturopath from New Zealand. Thanks for coming back. We're up to episode 5 of the Ultimate Candida Cleanse Lite program. Thanks for coming back and checking it out. By now, at this stage, you're probably trying to do things a little bit more properly. You're probably trying to cut out junk foods and takeaway foods. You're looking a little bit more closely at what you eat and how you chew. You're looking a bit more at your stress levels. You're looking at your lifestyle a little bit more and you're trying to just set things right. But somehow things don't seem to be working out quite the way you want them to work out. Maybe there's a few little problems here or there, a few little niggly concerns that you may have. Many people often stall during the remove stage or the beginning stages of their Candida cleanse or SIBO cleanse or IBS cleanse. Stage 1 is the foundational stage. It responds to calm and not intensity. Let's walk you through the 5 most common mistakes I've seen in my clinic over the years when it comes to the beginning stages of a cleanse. Mistake number 1 is doing too much and doing it too fast. Many people think if they push through barriers, if they push harder, they'll heal faster, they'll get a cure. Well, it doesn't work that way. They do these things. They cut too many foods, they start swapping and changing diets, they add high fiber quite aggressively, too many high fiber foods. They start taking a lot of foods out of the diet all at once and putting a whole lot of new foods back in. They start stacking supplements. They change protocols. Everything's done very quick. They also try and suppress symptoms with other types of supplements or drugs. When your gut becomes overwhelmed and pushed too hard, it doesn't heal faster. In fact, it slows healing right down. When you start pushing it, the digestive system becomes stressed. So your reactivity to food only increases. Your microbial responses only increase, so your symptoms actually get worse. You start reacting to more foods. Your digestion slows down. So it's in fact going to have the opposite effect of what you're trying to achieve. Remember this, if symptoms flare, it's rarely a sign that you need to push through a barrier or push harder to feel better. Mistake number 2, ignoring your nervous system. I noticed the link between people who are getting stressed out and not getting better. And it was all because of their adrenal response, their hypothalamic pituitary adrenal response. So if you do these things, your gut's going to stay on red alert. If you start rushing meals, eating while you're highly stressed, not chewing food properly, skipping meals and then overeating late at night, a very common scenario, or if you constantly worry if you're doing it right or doing it wrong, all these little issues that you have all affect your digestive system. It's important to remember that a stressed gut cannot regulate itself. Sometimes the quickest progress you can ever make is by slowing down, sitting down, calming down, and taking it easy. Mistake number 3, judging your progress daily. Results don't come overnight, especially if you've been chronically unwell for many years. They occur slowly and over a period of time. And this is why jumping from one ship or from one treatment to another rarely ever gives you the results you're looking for. So what does progress look like? Well, slightly better bowel function, a little bit better energy, waking up feeling a little bit more refreshed. There's no fireworks here. It's happening, but it's happening at a slower pace maybe than you would like to see. Mistake number 4, trying to force bowel motions, trying to go through crazy amounts of coffee enemas or purges. Elimination really does matter, but forcing it nearly always backfires on you. So there's no point trying to do that. Overdoing it, this can really irritate the lining of the gut. It can mess up your bowel flora pretty bad. It can also trigger anxiety and in some cases even create dependency on some people. Bowel support should be very gentle and predictable. It shouldn't be forced. I find some people benefit really well from magnesium, whereas others don't. If you think about supplementation during this stage, I highly recommend you look at probiotics and enzymes. And you can also look at antifungals at this stage. All in low dose, they're all going to help support digestion and help you through this stage more comfortably. But again, supplements are really optional. So mistake number 5, thinking that nothing's happening at all, thinking that you're wasting your time doing all this. So the role is really to reduce internal stress, to clear a path and facilitate easy removal of toxins and food residues to follow. We want to stabilize digestion. But this doesn't mean that we're automatically going to eliminate every single symptom within the first 2 to 3 weeks. Don't think of this as pharmaceutical intervention. If things feel calmer, you're on a winner. And if they don't worry, it'll come in time. So let's talk a little bit about what to do if you recognize yourself right here with what I'm going to explain now. So if you're finding yourself with a bit of extra gas or a little bit more bloating, a bit too many bowel motions or cramping, you haven't failed, okay? Try not to think of that word failure. You just have to adjust the protocol to suit yourself. Reduce to one key change at a time. Even if you just drink 1 glass of water every day, that's a huge change. Focus on your routine, your day-to-day routine. Try and get into a routine when you have your daily, shower or bath, your breakfast. But you do need to be aware that routines really help your bowel function, help and support it. So give your gut time and prioritize comfort, not speed. I'd like you to revisit also pages 13 to 32 of your Lite guide. In the next video, we're going to talk about how to personalize remove, especially if you're very prone to irritable bowel syndrome or if you're anxious. If you've tried many protocols and they fail, then you're a little bit worried about starting something new again. Because remember, not every gut needs the same level of treatment. And sensitivity is not a weakness, it's actually a very powerful strength. And we'll catch up with you in video 6. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and sub. Thanks.